still. Hold it here. Hold it here.
Keep holding. Keep
holding.
Should have shared them. Oh, we're live now.
Yeah, we are.
Hi, everybody. Hey.
I will share things. Don't you tell me what to do, all right?
I need you to. I can't share it till you share it. I don't have the link.
That sounds so weird.
You have to do it from the computer.
You don't.
Oh, all right. Well, if you know where it is, I don't know where it is. By the way, my 2 caps out right now.
No.
I got the hat and the shirt. I don't know. I feel like.
Are you 2 caps out, right?
No. I know, but there's a difference between like having it in front of you and wearing it. There is a huge difference between having it in front.
I have blue shorts on that look like Cats colors.
I guess, and yeah, my shirt's bluish, gray. I know it's not gray at all. It's like closer to black than anything else. I don't know, but they're finally coming out. So.
Yeah. But I think they still got the national anthem to go.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we sat long enough.
Yeah. And if you guys are watching the rebroadcast, welcome to Better Knows Best. We don't know how this one ends yet. So
yeah.
If you're watching the rebroadcast, I'm like assuming they won. If you're not watching the rebroadcast, then you wouldn't be hearing me say this anyway. Because, well, why would you watch a losing one? Unless like you're a Tampa Bay fan, you just want to see people suffer.
Yeah.
You know?
Then you're a dick.
Yeah. Then maybe they'll tune into this version of Better Knows Best. But we're not going to assume anything yet. It's home ice advantage. You got to assume the place is going crazy. Again, we don't have any sound because we don't want to get sued by the NHL. We don't have fuck you money. We barely have money in the first place.
Yeah,
so,
not at all.
Yeah, we are not trying to get sued. So, unfortunately, it is just our voices that you're going to hear. Can we ever get like background music in this? Can we get like free play?
If you did it, if
yeah, but I mean, like I'm sure.
They have free play. I think YouTube has.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's free play music, and then there's like I'm sure there's like other bands that like even I know that would probably let us use their shit. So.
No,
and we would let you us. We would let us use our shit. I guess.
I mean, technically, you're in the band. So.
Yeah, I should be able to. I didn't really write like one song, part of it, so I can't really like claim too much. As far as like royalties go, I've got like claim to one song. That's about it. So yeah, but I'm assuming it's loud in there right now. I'm assuming that everybody's getting behind. All I've heard on sports radio constantly is just how excited everybody is for the Caps. And so many people are calling in. They're saying, like, I don't know much about hockey. I'll admit that I don't watch until the playoffs, stuff like that. But I think that the general acceptance was good because everybody was just happy to be watching it. Everybody's just happy to be here right now. I'm glad I'm not really seeing the gatekeeping because hockey has a huge gatekeeping problem in this community where they seem to like, oh, you like hockey? Well, how much do you really know? Like, do you remember back when Ray Emery was playing? I mean, like who's the best goalie of all time? Like just random name. Exactly. Like they pick out like a random name of somebody. Like, so like they're not going to say somebody like Wayne Gretzky or anything like that. They're not going to give you that. They're going to gatekeep you and make sure that you know everything about the team.
You'd be like Wayne Gretzky had 2 stints in the NHL. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. One of those guys. Like people haven't really been doing that, and that's usually what hockey is. Usually, hockey guys are people that are just like, oh, you don't know anything about hockey, so you can't enjoy it like we do. So.
Not one of those. But.
No, well, it's been good to see that the Caps fans have not been like that. They've just been like, let's all get behind this team and let's just all go absolutely crazy. So I'm really happy to see that. Are you done with that tweet yet? Oh my God, you've been working on that for how long have we been live? 3 minutes and 35 seconds, and you were taking so long.
You keep talking to me. Shut up.
It's not that hard. Type. Watch. As soon as you're done, as soon as it's there, I'll be done in like 2 seconds.
It's somewhat hard.
It's not that hard.
You don't know that.
Watch. Look, I'm gonna do it right now without even like breaking like concentration. Copy link, get out of here, cancel, new tweet, drafts, live for game 3, hit this. I hear your son coughing upstairs.
I'm sorry.
No, that's just that sucks. He's a little human and he's sick. And I think I tweeted it. Okay, good. We're out.
I tweeted it from my personal one.
Yeah, but you didn't like mine, so fuck you.
I don't like you.
Okay. I can't really argue with that.
It's starting here.
I can't make you like me. All right, yeah, so podcast dropped. All right, they're finally done with the national anthem, and off we go.
Now my son doesn't give a shit about hockey.
Yeah, no. Right now, he doesn't really care at all. He'd probably rather be asleep right now. Did Karen wake him up?
That's what you just heard him coughing.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, he was awake before that. I went upstairs early.
Yeah, no, like she woke him up because he's not feeling well. He needs to eat dinner. Yeah. No, but he loves watching the national anthem. He actually stops whatever he's doing And will stand.
And gets down on one knee.
No,
and he's seen the protest.
Oh Lord.
All right, so chess match so far, nothing going on really. We're waiting for these guys to open up a little bit, even though we just kind of.
I expect the Caps to play a little bit tight being home, even though they have like against Pittsburgh they came out flying.
Right.
But still waiting, I think, for Tampa to make that mistake.
Yeah, the Caps have been very opportunistic this series, all playoffs really. They've been there's been a lot of times where they've been scoring on the rush, scoring on turnovers, a lot of things that we don't usually see them convert on. So it's been nice to see them play that way. So we'll see if they can take advantage of everything, if they can keep up what they've been doing. As Wilson got decked early, damn. Yeah, well, they're always going to be gunning for him anyway. Yeah. It's Tom Wilson. What do you expect?
Oh yeah, I mean. Hey! All I can say is the more he hits people, the more they go after him. Sometimes
that's true. It keeps people off of Ovi.
True,
but Ovi's already big anyway, so it's like, does he really need?
Did you see the article with the Players Tribune and Brooks Orpik was talking about how much what Ovi eats before games and how like his body type is?
I saw somebody tweet about it, but I didn't see it. I have no idea what it's about.
Essentially, he said when he got the Caps, he was like trying to look at Ovi and like trying to figure out why whenever he would get hit by Ovi, he felt like he got hit by a ton of bricks because they're like the same size.
Yeah.
He's like, no, they have Ovi listed as 220 on like stats or like NHL. He's like 240. He's like, I looked at the scale when he was on it one day and it was 240.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He was like, no wonder it feels like I got hit by a fucking Mack truck.
Right. So the list is the NHL doesn't care as much as like the NFL does or anything like that. They're just like, well, I mean, this is coming from the sport also where they're just like upper body injury. And it's like his hand is broken, upper body injury.
That clearly was a shot to the head. He looked very concussed.
Upper body injury. But that's also what's nice about it because you don't have to basically disclose everything that's wrong with your team. Yeah, not like in football, it's like, hey, his hamstring hurts. Let's hit him in the leg.
Yeah, or he has a slight,
shoot! Oh, he got
a sore ACL, but we're gonna make sure we put that in the paper.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's one dumb thing about the NFL. It's like let's
fake one off.
Let's make sure that these guys know exactly how they're hurt.
Definitely a lot of pressure. The Caps are getting that pressure that they got in game 1 and 2 finally. I mean, it's only 3 minutes in. We'll see if they can keep it. They're closing off the walls surprisingly well still. Another turnover by Tampa.
At this point, I feel like we can't even call it surprisingly well anymore because they do it so consistent. I mean,
true.
At a certain point, I almost feel like we have to like just kind of accept that this team is good, And it's hard for us to say that as fans because we know where we've been for the last 20 years. It's difficult for us to say, man, our team is good right now because then the response we get from everybody else is like, well, what have you done recently?
When's the last time you made a cup? When's the last time you made the second round?
Exactly. Right. Like we don't have like the big success that a lot of other places have to kind of hang our hat on. So we're almost there. I think we're at a point now where it's okay to believe and say those things and not be, just
like it's okay to believe.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag it's okay to believe. But I mean, at the same time, that's where we are. We're at the point where like, why are you watching if you don't believe?
True.
They're in the 3rd round. What are you doing with your life if you really don't believe at this point?
I was watching the Caps pregame and they were talking about they were interviewing Dan Steinberg, who was around working for the Post when they went to the Cup in '98. And they said in '98 they would still have like 5,000 tickets unsold for those games back then. Like nobody, like this is bigger now.
Well, it was like what? It was Ole Kolzing and that's it. I mean, he was, in Bondra. That's true. Yeah, in Bondra.
But if you look at the names they had, and it's just the fact that nobody knew, they had Calle Johansson, who's like a Hall of Famer almost. If he's not a Hall of Famer, he's close to a Hall of Famer. Like you had like the Dale Hunters, and you had like top players. They just never like really well known.
Right.
They were well known around the hockey community, but they weren't like faces like well known. They're not like Ovechkin. Like a Nick Backstrom. I'd say Nick Backstrom would be more well known now,
especially now. Yeah.
Plus with the social media age nowadays, I mean, it's so much more accessible to see a player. And back then, you probably only saw them in the papers.
Yeah, and like you said, the social media thing is probably one of the biggest factors.
Yeah.
I just shared it on Facebook. I think that's going to be hockey's only way to kind of break into the mainstream is to kind of, be social media gurus in a way.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely are. There's I see a ton of YouTube videos every time. There's even if it's not in the U.S. about like a stick goal that was scored or something like that.
Right.
You know, I mean, I feel like sometimes a catch in football can be a catch in football. Unless it's like an Odell or Moss catch.
One thing you also have to remember, though, that you always have to be wary of when it comes to what you see on social media is that nowadays everything is catered towards you. You know, your Twitter, your Facebook. There was something I saw. There was like a study where people with like Facebook pages were seeing where their outreach was, and they were like dividing Facebook. Like, let's say there's 6 bubbles here. It's like realistically, you only reach your bubble, and you don't get out past there. You have to be super famous or get thousands and thousands of likes in order to actually like reach out. Otherwise, yeah, you might have got several hundred likes on something, but really you didn't branch out of your bubble. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like what doing the podcast.
That's not something that they said podcast is rapping for white people.
Yeah. Well, I saw a meme recently that I thought was hilarious, which was like, hey man, we should start a podcast is like today's version of hey dude, we should start a band. You know, it is kind of the same thing. Everybody does it now, and you see how. Yeah. I mean, it's not. I don't want to say easy. It is easy to do. It's hard to do a good one though.
True.
So that's.
I mean, I would say. I mean, just quickly saying along those lines while we're at a stoppage at place, like getting one started, like the idea of one. Oh yeah, we can get but getting the shit together is the more difficult part.
To be fair, same thing for when you say, hey, dude, let's start a band. Everybody has to already have instruments, and microphones aren't cheap. So, I mean, you know, you got to factor all that in.
Yeah. Dude, also, just quick, how's your brother doing?
He's fine. He's about to graduate high school soon. So, yeah, no, he's getting old, man. It's ridiculous. I was actually supposed to see Avengers with him, but we just never really got the time together. So, whoa. Did I mess with the sound or anything?
Nope. You're still good.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I can still see you talking on the thing. So.
Okay, good. Well, at least there's that. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Dan, did you just fuck this up already?
That's what it felt like, didn't it?
Yeah, my butthole puckered a little.
Slightly. I'm trying to see if I can. I'm pulling up the thing or whatever.
No, you're good.
All right, Beagle out there, 4th line, 5 minutes down. What was the thing you were bringing up earlier before we went live?
We're talking about the rumor about Tampa Bay not letting people into the second, like the
yeah. Well, yeah, that came out a little bit before the series started, but it's one of those things that it's such a nothing story. There's nothing to it at all. You know, it's ridiculous. It was just I don't know exactly where it was, but I saw that it was only for a club level section. It might have been front row. It could have been front row. It could have been just like the special clubs or whatever it is. But it was a small section where the tickets were going to be like thousands of dollars anyway. I think somebody actually did pull it out and say like it's $1,000 ticket. You know. So it was stuff that Caps fans probably weren't going to be getting anyway. And regardless, we saw videos of Chris Baker there.
Swaggy.
Yeah, he was down there in like the second row, taunting the fans, wearing his Caps stuff with other Caps fans. I mean, there is no way that was actually true. They were banning people from buying tickets. That wasn't happening. So get over yourself.
I mean, I had heard club level, but if you were hearing 1,000, I mean, because I think those club level tickets, suites can be 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know exactly where it was, but I do know for a fact that it wasn't the entire. They weren't banning Caps fans from coming. We saw a Caps fan in one of the top 5 rows, one of the front 5 rows,
with other
Caps fans. Yeah. So I'm not gonna buy into that fake news nothing story. It's not happening. It's not true. So, I would like something to happen in this game, though. Preferably us score. Well, that's what I would really prefer.
It just seems a little weird because like as the Caps playoffs have gone on, they've scored in the first
they've really been
don't touch the hand pass.
Yeah. Too late. Oops. Well, I want to turn that down real quick. Okay. Well, I wanted to drop a like for it. You should probably do the same on your own account.
No.
If you keep it open, it's another view.
Yeah. Well, also, I don't know if he's going to be back this game. I don't know if he's working, but Brutal Beast. That's two in a row. I've seen you.
That's true. Yeah, we might see another Brutal Beast appearance.
Yeah, sighting. It was a. He must have. He was at work. He was like, "I've been working, watching this. It's awesome,
dude." I couldn't imagine missing a game because of work. I've told my work like I'm not like missing this. There's no way. I'm not missing any of this. This is what I'm about.
I was supposed to be playing softball right now. I was like,
"Are you really? You're like, screw that."
I told Ellen, I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Because we have a game tonight and Thursday." I was like, "Yeah, I won't be either of those."
He's like, "Nope, not a chance.
Yep.
Sorry."
Yep.
So I'm happy the concert that I'm going to tomorrow is tomorrow and not Thursday.
Oh yeah,
because that would have blown my life, and I would have wasted money on tickets.
What a dog on the boards.
I know, right? This fourth line has been really good. As Sean likes to call them, the so-called fourth line. He fucking hates that. He's like, what do you mean the so-called fourth line? It is the fourth. That is literally what it is. It is the fourth line. There's nothing else.
I mean, they don't put like a huge amount of like stats up, so I can definitely see why.
No, they don't. Ooh, turn that down, please. No, they don't. But I mean, what fourth line does ever? You know, I mean, it's when a fourth line shows up, people are usually very excited to see them score because it's like when Nathan Walker got his point.
Oh yeah,
everybody was going crazy over it. It's equivalent to that. Oh my God, Wilson murdered him, and hope he had a hell of a save.
2 minutes for murder.
Yeah, no, he's not getting a penalty for that. He better not get a penalty.
Oh, he did not.
Okay.
He's
trying to get untangled. He's like,
Tyler Johnson, you're not gonna do anything to him. You can do nothing, Tyler. Oh my God, that was such a big hit. Way to clean up the crease, Wilson.
Yeah, way to knock him out, thankfully.
Look, here it comes. Oh, look. Oh, I'm good.
And murdered. God, absolutely clobbered him.
Woo. I think he left some lunch money on the ground. Oh, Lord.
I am so sick of these commercials. They need to have, like, rotating commercials or, like, something else. The NHL needs more money. That's what I'm getting out of all this. The NHL needs some more goddamn money because I am so sick of all these same commercials.
All these Mercedes commercials and the Enterprise.
What is the Kia the commercial with the meteor that's about to strike?
No, it's Volkswagen.
No, that's Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Whatever.
V-Bob.
Yeah, V-Bob in the house. Yeah, no, I can't stand that. And Preakness, I also can't stand. I went to Towson, as you know, so I was right down the street from Preakness. Never went, by the way. Never went to Preakness. I didn't see the point of it.
That bridge might be there, so you can get to the Preakness pretty easily.
I don't care. I'm not going to Preakness. I've never been to Preakness. You couldn't make me go when I was in college. Not making me go now.
I think you gotta be kind of refined and like you're supposed to be like refined.
No, man.
Really?
Everybody went to that shit. Oh wow. My God. I actually loved that day because it was like dead on campus. I could do whatever I wanted.
Oh, wow.
And there was like no traffic because everybody was at Preakness. It was beautiful. I miss it. But not going there, obviously. Every time, like every year, Barstool would put up the thing of like the porter potty run at Preakness.
The guy like
and I was like, why would
that guy?
Yeah, they pelt beers and like my fraternity brother was telling me like, why don't you want to do that? Don't you want to get up there? I'm like, no. Why would I want to be pelted with beers?
Do you want CTE?
Yeah, no, I don't need a concussion.
And doesn't it always end with the guy missing the last?
Yeah, generally, I feel like in all of those videos, the person falls. If somebody's ever made that run, I have never seen it. So Barstool, if you've got it, put it up there. But I have never seen anybody actually land that run ever.
Clean?
Yeah. No, definitely not. Definitely not clean.
No, the replay when
when Wilson absolutely cleaned the guy's clock. Yeah. Once again, for everybody watching,
shoulder to chest.
No, this one's shoulder to chest. Yeah. And the other one, he did hit him in the head. It's like I'm still not saying that it wasn't. I mean, by the letter of the law, yes, it was not a legal hit, but it's a big guy penalty. It was huge, and he clocked the guy in the face. But that was last series. There's no reason to talk about it right now.
No, I just was. Somebody at one point told me that the next 50-50 hit Wilson has, he's going to get suspended like massively.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Robert, you're back. Robert, what's your last game?
Last game. Yeah. All right, good. I'm back. I'm glad that you're back. We need all the good luck that we can get.
No, he's back. And then unfortunately, we had issues with the stream like towards the end. And
that's what was that? Is that why you had it in 2 videos?
Yeah.
I think I saw it come out in 2 videos.
Yeah, so that's why we had most of it, and then the last one was period 3 because it was like in the intermission.
Right.
And all of a sudden it just stopped. And I was like, all right, it'll come right back because it says it'll. Like,
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that it actually.
Thanks for coming back, Robert.
Yeah, appreciate you being here, Robert.
Yep.
If you do us a favor, you definitely hit that like button for us. It'll help other people see it. So appreciate it, bro. Thanks for sticking to the stream.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so we're about almost halfway through the first year. Caps, I think, have looked better so far. I still think
they do not like that.
Oh my God! As I say that, what a terrible turnover in the zone. But no, I think that they have looked better so far.
Oh, yeah.
It still looks like Tampa Bay is reeling and just tryring to play catch up and trying to keep up. But again, in every game we see the slowdown. Yeah. We do see the slowdown in every game.
Nice inside out.
Wow. Eller, the pass was too wide.
No, I mean, I expected last game them not to want to lose at home, so they were going to come out heavy, and fast. And then this game even more because nobody wants to go down 3-0.
Oh God, no.
3, so
yeah, I wish I actually wrote down the stats from earlier. They were talking about what it was the record for going up 2-0 and 3-0.
It's an 86 point something %.
Well, I don't know what it is for. I don't know the percentage, but I think they said something like in the last 20 years it was like 19-1 or something like that. I can't think.
Probably were the one that lost.
No. I think, or it might have been because I think we beat Tampa Bay. We beat Tampa Bay twice, and they came back and they swept.
We got swept by Tampa. We just got outright swept by Tampa. I think
it was another time we played them.
If they were talking about it, I think it was Montreal. I think we beat we won the first 2 games against Montreal.
Well, no, not. I mean, not for us, just in the NHL in general.
I know, but I'm saying I think we had a 2-game lead, like 2-0, and then blew that. I think we lost game 3, won game 4, then lost 6-5, 6-7.
Not they're talking about conference finals. They're not talking about being down 2-2. They're talking about conference finals. Like in the last 20 years, when you start 2-0, they're like 19-1. That's what they were saying. Oh God, Wilson just got clocked right.
Yeah, there you go. That's right, Strawman.
Oh boy, that's not good.
And he left his feet. It looked like from this view, it looked like Strawman jumped to hit him.
Yeah, I actually didn't see that part. I was following the puck, and I just saw Wilson go down in a heap. Oh man, that is not good.
Well, hopefully it's all right.
Let's see here. Yeah,
Wilson
so he sees him coming.
See?
Oh yeah, he totally left his feet. Wow.
But
what a douche nozzle.
I mean, the slow-mo doesn't make it.
No, that's.
Yeah,
I hate slow-mo hit replays because it always makes it look so much worse. I'd rather see it in real time, so if I know if it's a bang play or not, because that's going to turn me that always turns people biased. Slow-mo will always turn people biased on one side or the other. Just watch it in the live play. The only reason you slow-mo a hit or anything like that is you look to see if maybe they stuff their foot out to slim foot them or trip them. Like you look for intent of some way. Oh damn, Ovi was not having it. Ovi was not having it.
So that was another thing. I haven't seen you since, but this guy Brian Burke, who used to be the GM of the Maple Leafs, was on some sort of NHL or whatever. I don't know, Hockey Night in Canada or something. And they asked him last night or something about has Ovi shed the mantra of not performing or whatever, or not. And the guy was like, he's like, Ovi's played 100 games. Have you seen his stats?
Yeah,
he's like, he goes because they were comparing him to Sidney Crosby again. And he's like, if you look at his stats, he's got almost. I think he's just shy of a point a game. Like I think he 100.
We're talking his playoff stats.
Yeah. Okay. 100. Yeah. He's 100 games played or 102 games played. He's got 101 or something points total.
Sure,
but. Everybody seems to forget the fact that Crosby had Malkin, Kessel, Letang, all these pieces.
Well, Ovi has had some great teams too. We can't excuse the collapse.
I'm talking about his cup winning teams, the ones that Crosby won the cup with.
I mean, even so, you talk about our teams. We had plenty of chances, plenty of good teams. So I don't. That's where the argument is. I think that the argument is that was a misinformed guy that was trying to compare cups to stats. Because Ovi's stats in the playoffs have been phenomenal. Yeah. He's always showed up in the playoffs. He's had droughts. I remember one time in a Rangers series, I think he ended up somehow having a drought of 2 or 3 games or something like that. That people were like, wow, he's had a point drought for a little while. And he might have even had this in the Columbus series, or not Columbus, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a few games where he just got an assist or not even a primary or I don't know. So it doesn't matter. He gets his points. He does his job. And to say that he doesn't perform in the playoffs is just asinine. And it's annoying. It's just ignoring the stats. Completely ignoring the stats.
Well, I expected the guy to be a Pens fan, he would say something about Ovi. But he's like, no, he's like Ovi is clearly. He said Crosby might be better in the limelight. When it comes those.
Crosby is a better hockey player. Yeah. There's no debate there. Crosby is the better overall hockey player.
But he's like, there's nothing wrong with Ovi.
No,
it was good to hear somebody that wasn't from here.
Right, give an outside perspective. I totally get that. And an outside perspective is always good, especially when you do something like this where you have multiple opinions in different situations. But again, there's also it's like when Caps fans try to have the Ovi and Crosby debate. The debate's been over for several years now.
Yeah.
The debate was pretty much over after Crosby won his second cup.
Yeah.
After the first, you're kind of like, well, maybe he had a better team, and then after a while, you're kind of like, okay, we can't beat him. So DSP had a really good chance just there. He was coming on the slot.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I'll say about that, and I'm not going to say anything else, is the fact that Crosby is a center. So he does essentially he's supposed to touch the puck more. So if his stats are higher than Ovi's, which I think they're actually pretty close, it'd be the only reason why.
No, his stats are a lot better.
Okay.
He's got a lot more assists. You know how we always jokingly refer to the secondary assists as Crosby points?
Yeah.
So that's Crosby has. I'm pretty sure he's got him beaten a lot, everything except for goal scoring, really.
Yeah.
Which that's always been my argument, is that it doesn't matter to me because Ovechkin is probably the greatest goal scorer, pure goal scorer of all time.
At least left wing goal scorer.
I can't think of anybody like I weigh the era. You know, I think the era is extremely important to remember. And I think in this era where it's much harder to score, the goalies are so much better. Everybody's so much more athletic. The fact that Ovi for all this time can, put up 50-goal seasons, year after year after year, like it's absolutely nothing. I think that proves that he's definitely the best goal scorer of all time. And he still has years to go. I mean, I've never seen a guy play like this. I've never seen anybody score goals like this consistently.
Or hit people.
Yeah, and still be able to hit people. Well, again, he didn't play defense for a long time, but he was always big and strong and could hit people. And Holtby is going crazy. My God!
Well,
right on our head, right there.
They're not, even though they give about two shots.
Yeah,
that's one of the few chances I've seen Tampa have multiple shots on net in front of the net.
A stat they showed earlier was that Tampa had 4 missed shots. They're definitely not in control of this game, despite that one little scary moment right there, and then their offensive possession here. And Holtby just fell. Oh, geez, please get back in the net. Okay, maybe I shouldn't talk like that, because apparently that's just like the bad luck charm that's going to fuck us all over.
Well, I mean, there's scrambling at this very moment, but the game itself.
And
Tampa's.
And Holtby just got it. Yeah, Holtby just took a trip. Definitely. Looks like both teams are playing good D. First score will win. You think so? I mean, that's kind of how it's been, hasn't it? Except for last game.
We scored first. No, we scored first. Wilson had a deflection. He had a deflection like 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, Holtby totally. Oh yeah. Yeah, he had a stick on
it. I wouldn't say you're wrong.
No, ref got the right call. Yeah, that's trip.
Actually, no question. The Caps have scored first in almost every game they played so far this postseason, I think.
I'm trying to think of a game where they didn't score first off the top of my head, and I can't think of one.
I think it was maybe game 3 or 4 against Pittsburgh, maybe.
I feel like in the Pittsburgh series, maybe, but I know in the Columbus series, in both the home games that we lost, we scored first. I remember how terrible that felt. So
on the Columbus one, Tortorella said it was so hard on them to have to chase the whole series.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Tortorella did say so. So I'm not surprised that
that's kind of bad. This stupid commercialized scene about
all these commercials are stupid. Don't make it unique to this one terrible commercial.
Well, but like it's just like
I'm trying to not look like I'm trying to actually look more. I'd rather look at my phone. As bad as it looks on stream to be like staring at your phone, because nobody wants to tune into a stream and look at somebody staring at their phone. It's the last thing you want to look at. Yeah. But I would rather stare at my phone than look at any of these god awful commercials, especially that stupid ass iPhone X. Well, actually, hang on. Now, here we got a trailer for The Incredibles. And suddenly,
a car commercial, I think.
Oh, it's a car commercial?
Yes.
Now that really just blew me. Oh, when I went and saw Avengers last night, though, I did see a new trailer for The Incredibles too, and the inner child in me is freaking out. I can't wait.
The first one was good. So,
the first one's fucking fantastic, but I haven't seen it in like 10 years.
Funny that the dad is Coach from like the Coach show, show Coach, like back in like the 80s or early 90s.
I don't think I ever saw Coach.
Did you ever see Turner and Hooch?
No, I'm not a 1980s child.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, Turner and Hooch wasn't my thing. Miami Vice wasn't my thing either. I didn't grow up watching MASH. I think that's way too old, actually. That might not even be. That might have been when
MASH was like in the 70s.
Okay, well,
you
were probably born in the 70s, right? You're old as shit. You're married and you have a kid. You have to be at least 42.
185, you fuck.
Oh, really?
1985.
What do you think? 1885? What did you think I was going to guess?
I mean, you just said I was old as fuck.
Yeah, but like, how many other 85s could you have been born in? All right, we're back, and we are on the penalty kill. Thank you, Holtby.
Yeah.
Although, how mad can you really be?
I don't know. I mean, I do like Ehlers. There's Wilson back out. So
all right, at least he's not. Yeah, he's not too hurt. Hopefully, he's gonna be able to shake this one off.
Yeah. But they do have Caps have had a pretty good penalty kill. They were showing in the pregame how they argued.
Man, we let them score on. They scored on us twice last game. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now for the playoffs, it's been relatively good. Against the Lightning, it hasn't been good so far because they scored. And now, even though they were bullshit penalties, they were bullshit penalties.
Save. That one. Yeah, last one on TJ Oshie was pretty bullshit.
Yeah, but even so, I mean, it's still not. It's still not as good as it was earlier.
I will say this. So 3 out of the 4 goals they've scored in the whole series so far have been power play goals.
Exactly, which is why we need to keep playing them 5-on-5. Yes. It's all I've heard anybody talk about as this series has gone on. Is just play them on 5-on-5. Because when you see passes like that, they're really good at making those. I think they're better at making those cross passes than we are.
Or Bick.
Yeah, Orpik really screwed the pooch there.
Whiffed on his clearing attempt.
Goal. And they scored. Well, there you go. You're talking about when the Caps have been down and have to chase. Well, here it is right here. We'll see how it works. And I hope he's really upset about that one. He wishes he could have that one back. That's been
Stamkos' bread and butter shot since I think he came in the league.
Yeah, there was no way he was stopping that. I mean, you see it coming. Orpik. That's a bad miscue right there, and we just leave Stamkos wide open.
Far side too.
Right from the OB spot.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they weren't going to stop that one, but that's all right. We've seen them play back from worse. Oh, Niskanen almost got there.
Yep.
They left him too wide open, though. We got to kind of expect that, especially because we're a team that does that so much. We got to expect people to try to do that exact same shot. We prove how effective it is by having, again, one of the greatest goal scorers of all time taking that shot.
I know he came in the league after Ovi, but I feel like Stamkos made that shot. Like that was like shot before Ovi.
Yeah, no. I would agree with you that Stamkos was doing that shot before him, but Ovi was just better at it and scores more often from because again he has a better shot, one of the best shots in the league.
Yes.
So
good with you there.
Yeah. It's I mean you borrow what you can if that's what you have to do. If Stamkos indeed was the first one to do that, which not the first one to do that.
No, he wasn't. I just remember him always being
even
lower
and
like really bad angles.
I am then the first team to score loses. I hope so, man. I hope that's how it works out because right now that change is not looking too good, and hope he made the save. Thank God.
Let's see, you played goalie before, so I mean, like, how hard would you say that is to make that to slide all the way across and just catch like the?
Oh my God, dude! No, it's incredibly hard.
Yeah.
These guys are professionals, and I know that they have the ability to do it, but. It's one of the toughest things to learn. I still struggle with it. Thank God I only play like what's it called? Rec league hockey, basically. Because I mean, if those passes weren't moving at the speed of smell across the crease, I would never get across in time to actually make any saves. In fact, I would say most of the cross crease I've saved have been on accident.
Juice?
Oh man, if he only got that puck across.
Juice with some handles.
It looked good. It looked pretty at least. I'll give him that. At least it looked good.
Yeah.
Let's see how much time is left.
It's like 6 minutes left in the first period, I think.
Yeah, because I know we're about to head to a commercial. I hear Henry crying.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound happy.
No, he's not happy.
He's got a sick baby. A sick baby.
No, he's not happy that they're losing.
Is that what it is? It's not him being sick. It's he knows subconsciously the Caps are losing? Or was it because he didn't get to stand? Or, sorry, kneel for the Star Spangled Banner at the beginning? I think that's really what it is.
It's not like I force him to stand.
I need to find something else. Like I got to distract myself. I'm not going to stare, like make awkward eye contact with everybody on stream because I want to do anything but watch that stupid ass Honda commercial. Look into my soul.
You think they'd get somebody else to do the Enterprise commercial besides Martin Brodeur from like 2 years ago?
Oh, was that what was on?
It was on a minute ago. It was like Life Takes Me.
The one where he's like he's dancing around like a total tool.
And I was like, that's the most I've ever seen Marty go down.
Yeah, he's kind of more of a stand-up guy.
He was. Did anybody really care that Budweiser's go back to their like old logo?
No, nobody gives a shit. Just like all these commercials, I don't give a shit about any of them.
No, it's the price you pay for watching it.
It's terrible. Actually, I like there's some bars around. I don't know if you've seen this. There have been some sports bars I've noticed. The one is called the Poorhouse down over
Old Poorhouse, actually.
No. The hey, what up, Fortnite? How you doing? Yes, I what's it called? They don't show the commercials.
Oh, wow.
Instead, during the commercial breaks, all they do is they show like YouTube compilations, funny fail videos, or like I've seen one where it's like insane trick shots, other things like that, and like they just showed that during commercials instead of the commercials, which is so much better. Now that was also during football season, so I don't know if they've done it during like hockey or anything like that. And I also wonder, are you like legally allowed to do that? I feel like as a bar, don't you have to like somehow obtain rights to be brought? Like I'm pretty sure you have to obtain some kind of like rights to play the games at your bar.
I think somewhat. I know fights, like if you buy a fight, like if you put on like a UFC fight.
Well, that's a pay-per-view. You are purchasing.
Well, no, but I mean, like, so technically you have to buy that, like, or you buy all of them ahead of time. Essentially, is what you do.
Yeah.
You have to pay for that. So that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, you buy like all of them at one point in time, and you get charged for like the amount of year or how many TVs you have.
Right.
Thing.
Yeah, I did not. I'm not exactly sure how it goes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's some kind of rule against it. But I appreciate it because every time I go watch football games there, I don't watch any damn commercials.
You talking about the one in downtown Crown?
Yeah.
It's called Old Poorhouse.
Okay, well, whatever. When you call it the Old Poorhouse, I was like, "What? There's a new one?" It's just I didn't know that was the name of it. They spell like OLE, like the ye old poorhouse, like ye old poorhouse. Fucking hipsters. It is a bunch of hipsters there too. It's because it's all craft beer and stuff. I hate it, but again, no commercials. That is a huge selling point for me.
When the U.S. women's team won the World Cup, I think I watched it there. When they beat like China or Germany or whatever.
Yeah, I did not watch that.
Yeah. Well,
I did not.
It's fine.
Caps are kind of reeling right now.
Yeah.
They're not having a good end of the first period. Yeah.
It's not as pretty as game 1.
This is a decent breakout though. She's getting around people. All right, we're finding some ways around it, and then we turned it over. Then we turned it over. I
mean, we're coming back though. I'm liking at least our back check.
Nah, we're only down by 1. It's not a big deal. And
it was a power play goal.
Yeah, it was a power play goal. Again, they can't score on us 5-on-5, so they got to stay the course.
Toronto with the Jets.
I feel like they've said that before, but I feel like we've gone down a few times before. They said like as long as the Caps stay the course and just focus, then it's not going to be that big of a deal.
I mean, the funny thing is, it's like if they were to hypothetically lose this game, it's a long game, a lot of game left. That like instantly the conversation is, will Nick Backstrom play next game? You know what I mean? Everybody right now is kind of like,
well, okay, maybe it is because they need a story to run with and the media needs something to latch onto. I don't know if that's actually how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
But it's something that I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to run with and be like, oh, the Caps finally dropped the game. Time to bring in Backstrom. But I honestly feel like they're going to have a level head about it.
Yeah.
Because, again, we're up 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
This is not a throwaway game at all. You want to win this game. None of these games are throwaway games.
None of them in the playoffs.
Exactly. No, never. But that being said, it's not the end of the world if this game doesn't go our way.
True. I mean, we haven't lost.
But we do. My only, like, the same thing I said about them playing in Tampa. I was like, just give me one. Just give me one at home so we keep the home ice advantage.
Oh, yeah. Because technically, we didn't even have to. You don't even get it. You obviously don't get it when you're the lower seed. So we straight stole it.
We did, yeah. But we don't want to give it back.
No.
You know, we definitely don't want to give it right back. We don't want the series to get tied and have a best of 3. That's it. That's the absolute last thing we want here. So we got the 4th line out here now. I'm not sure if they're gonna get many scoring chances, but they're certainly out. Oh yeah, see, there's the 4th line at its best.
All right, good back check though.
Oh, thank God!
Oh, get up! Oh,
DSP went.
DSP.
No, DSP flew right into Holtby. That did not look good.
Well, he's up though. I wasn't necessarily.
No, I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I was more worried for Holtby than anything else. But get that 4th line out of there, please. Thank you. I don't know what they were doing there 2 minutes ago.
I mean, Backy. Robert. Backy is definitely is missed, but they've been playing well without him though.
They have. No, we're not taking anything away from the team without Backstrom, but I wouldn't be surprised if that somehow became the narrative. If like people were trying to, rush Backstrom back. He didn't handle it well.
God, Kuzi with a look.
Yeah, he did not receive it well.
Oh, Kuzi, that guy has improved so much.
Yeah, no, especially because of how much he used to kind of I don't want to say like let us down, but we weren't exactly expecting a whole lot out of him. He kind of gave up a lot of
true.
He would do a lot of those stupid passes.
Yeah.
A lot of overpassing too. He was very guilty of that.
God,
but I mean, wow.
Oh, it
got tipped. That's why we didn't receive it. Okay. If it didn't get tipped, then that thing was for sure going in the net. Damn. Oh well. Caps had a lot of good chances. I have to take a look when they end the period here. Pull my phone out here and take a look and see what our shot.
That did not look good for DSP. It looked like I hit in the head, like kicked in the head.
Yeah, he kind of. Oh, what's in the pad? Yeah, he's fine. He ran into Holtby's pad. He's fine. If anything, I'd be more worried about Holtby's groin or something like that being pulled. It's a sudden collision.
Yeah,
it hurt.
I hate that. See, like that to me, when they're kicking out of the face-off circle right now, that looked like
I don't understand why they kick them out. I know like the home team's supposed to put their stick down first.
No, the away is, I think, actually.
No,
I thought the away was supposed to protect. That way you get more. That way you get the second home team gets a chance to set up better or something.
I can never remember how it goes. That's the thing with the NHL faceoffs. No matter how much I watch the sport, I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. And every single time it is, they slap at it anyway. You know, it's not like it is in the video game. So I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna set up. Oh, that's what happened.
So Wilson was kind of diving more than anything. That didn't really look like an actual hit to me.
That looked worse when we saw the end result.
Right. I thought he got rocked in the boards or something like that. But I mean, you knew they were going to headhunt a little bit this game. They're frustrated. They want to get back in the series, and one of the best ways to do that is hit.
Yep. Definitely.
See if we can score
30 seconds left in the first period.
I'd love to see a last-second goal here. Kill their momentum going to the locker room. Oh wow! Don't call that. Don't call that. Okay, if they called trip, I would have been pissed. Yeah, it would have had me livid.
Yeah, would have had me livid. I think we both would have been livid.
Just throwing it on net. Take that. Oh, shoved it wide.
I think it was still on the line.
No, that's an offside.
All right. Oh, I see you, Tyler Johnson, trying to get a little physical at the end. I see you, 9-on-9 violence.
All right. Well, end of the first, only down one. I think that could have been worse.
We need a Willie Blast to wake them up.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, we kind of had it in the first, but we always use the second one in the second. Definitely.
I need to stop yawning. I can't stay awake.
Do you want the NOS?
Screw it. I need the NOS.
All right. Well, don't go smoke yet, because then.
No, I'm not going to. I'm actually going to sit here for this one. I'll wait. I'll wait for a different chance to go smoke. In the meantime, I'll try to entertain the 4 people that are sitting here talking to myself, all by myself. As Dan is laughing, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Dan was laughing like a. Oh no, never mind. He's talking about his son. That's not very entertaining. I thought there was something a lot better going on up there. Kind of like there's nothing good going on the TV right now. But anyway, good first period for the Caps, even though they're down by 1. I think they looked pretty good despite what the score shows. I mean, it's a power play goal. They're still killing them at the 5-on-5. So stay the course, just like last game. I mean, not every time you're going to score in the last 2 seconds. Not every time you're going to get a power play in the last 9 seconds. So, something to be worried about yet. I'm not panicking. I'm kind of being a little superstitious, though. It's the first time I've worn 2 Caps things at once. See, I got the shirt on, even though it's backwards for some reason in the webcam. But whatever. And the hat, and I think it's too much as I look at all the bobbleheads and stuff on the table. Maybe it isn't too much. Whatever. It's only weird if it doesn't work. It's one thing I've learned about sports. If it's a lucky jersey and you don't wash it and you keep winning when you wear it, kind of keep it on. Although there is no previously determined luck with either wearing this hat or this shirt. I'm just trying to make myself feel better for doing something different than the Caps are now. Oh, is that my NOS? Oh, he brought me a NOS. I might actually be able to stay awake for the whole entire game now. I'm telling you, this is going to be the game that goes into overtime because of how tired I am.
Well, Tarek El-Bashir said before the series started he thought 4 of the games were going to go into overtime.
He said 4 of the series were going to go into overtime?
Yeah.
Wow. That's, please don't do that to me. Especially because they're all at 8 o'clock. If they weren't all at 8 o'clock, I wouldn't have a problem.
This one is at 7:15.
Yeah, 1 game out of the possible 7 is going to be at 7:15. Everything else is going to be at 8 o'clock.
Well,
we got work, man.
True.
Nobody cares about the West Coast. We don't got to wait for them to get off work. We can just start our games right away. Screw them. No, it's not empty yet. I was just waiting for it to fizz out.
I was going to. All right, fine.
Go ahead. Are we splitting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a big deal?
I mean, I poured most of it in here.
That's fine. I got all ice this one. I keep it nice and chilled.
Oh, God.
What?
That's so fucking good. All right, so what are your prediction for the second period? Think we're going to score? Think we're just going to...
They're going to put 2 up. They're going to put 2 up in the second period. Take a 2-1 lead into third period.
So Tampa does not score next period. Do we take any penalties, though?
1.
1 penalty, and we actually kill it off. It'd be nice if we did. I mean, they make me feel a little bit
better. Off 2 of the 4 I think they had last game.
That's true. I mean, look, our penalty kill isn't bad. I think that for whatever reason it is, Tampa Bay is just kind of able to kind of slice through it. I mean, we just see it right there on the TV. they set up the same way we do,
Yeah.
and for some reason we're just not playing defense well against it.
True. I mean, that was a little different look because the last 2 goals that Stamkos have from that spot were cross ice, not from the point down. It was all the way from one wing to the other.
No, it is slightly different, and in a small zone like hockey, the slight differences do actually make a huge difference.
Yeah, excuse me.
Because I mean, you know, if he's 4 feet behind or 4 feet further back, I should say, Niskanen might have, you know, been able to take that extra step to make that
definitely.
play. So you never know. But I think next period, I'd like to see the Caps a little bit more physical. I think that their overall play was still better at 5-on-5, but I think for the most part, the Lightning had more like a much more physical period.
I think.
And we got a SK. I think that I think we have a chance to win. So I don't think that being down 1-0 means that we had 14 shots in the first period. Yeah. So. You know, we had the better offense. Again, we still look better 5-on-5. We the better team.
Definitely.
Ooh, the NOS coming back up on me. But it's like, I thought I was going to sneeze for a second. We still look like the better team. So do I have to keep scoring the power play? God damn, I don't know. I don't know what it is with our penalty kill. But again, it's most of the game is played 5-on-5. So if we're going to look bad anywhere, I'd rather it be there than where most of the game is played.
I mean, you know, the way to solve that is just stop taking penalties.
That's true. I wish people would stop taking on penalties. It would make our lives a lot easier.
That one was on Holtby, too. It wasn't even on.
Like and it kind of looked like he reached for it, too. It kind of looked like I've definitely been guilty of that before. You know, I've definitely reached my stick out and tripped somebody up before. So, you know, but Orpik needed to clear that. I can't believe he fanned on it.
Hit off the skate.
Hit off his skate?
Holtby's? The one Holtby had, unless they're trying to say it maybe hit off of Niskanen's skate that blocked it. Are you trying to say?
I don't know. I didn't see that. Not Holtby's fault.
Oh.
The traffic, definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was Holtby's fault. It was a cross crease pass, and he had already made the previous save. Orpik should have cleared it. It should have been cleared.
I mean, he was anticipating a short side goal, and it went far side, and he went from one complete side of the net to the other.
Exactly.
So I'm in Florida. My son is at. Oh, nice.
Oh wow. Lucky him, unlucky you being down in Florida.
The puck hit off the skate of the Caps player. I didn't necessarily look like it from the same views I saw, but.
I mean, what's up, Kanye West? How you doing? You gonna bless us with some mad rhymes right now? Did you go, Robert? Did you go to any of the games? Or are you not? I mean, I guess Florida's huge. I always assume everybody's states is like the same size as ours, where you can just drive. Like, because where we are in the state, you can literally get to any part of Maryland in about 3 hours. Yeah, give or take. Yeah. But like Florida is fucking massive, and if you're in like Sarasota, you know, you might not be near Tampa Bay or something like that. Miami or So I don't know why I just kind of assumed that.
Yeah, I mean,
but wait, SK, what were you saying? You saying you're in Florida too? We got 2 people in Florida watching the game right now.
Did he say he's in Florida?
No, Robert.
No, but he said SK. I didn't think he said.
No, that's why. Well, he said same.
Maybe he said life isn't fair.
Oh well, also life is definitely not fair. I mean, I went straight from work to here, so I mean, I didn't even get my happy time.
I don't even want to know what entails in your happy time.
Oh, you already know. But I mean, I'm just saying, dude. Like, we're all miserable.
Second, how did your show go the other day?
Oh yeah, we did play a show over the weekend. It was really good playing unplugged. I mean, we had a cello join us and a cellist, a cello. No, just a cello actually. Oh. A live cello joined us on stage and started playing itself. It was crazy. Yeah, we had a pianist play with himself too. It was pretty awesome. So you might just give up watching. You stand and jump to manager just for all right, SK, you go ahead and do that for us and let us know if it pays. Well, actually, no, we'll let you know if it pays off because we have to watch. We started the stream already. We're stuck. We're here. We have to make this commitment.
Contents of the unverbal agreement.
Unverbal?
Yep.
Is unverbal a word?
It is now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess so.
The word you're looking at here is nonverbal.
Nonverbal, I think, is what you were actually going for, but unverbal, I guess, is what we'll use as well. Oh, look, another shitty KFC commercial with another new Colonel Sanders.
They have 4. They have 4.
My God, these commercials. I don't know what's worse, if it's Pierre or these commercials, or Mike Milbury or these commercials. But then again, now that we're watching the games without any sound, I don't have to hear them anymore. True. So at least we have that.
But that's what we have you guys for, to tell us what if they're just saying.
I got your OV sweater on. See, that's the I know I look like I'm capped out, but I can't put my. I have a lot of jerseys, but I can't wear them because it is so humid here. I'm sure you know Florida's humid as shit too.
Yeah.
The East Coast is humid.
Yeah.
It always annoys me when people from Maryland complain about like how hot and humid Maryland is. It's this whole East Coast is a swamp. Our forefathers came over and they were like, let's build on this goddamn swamp, and that's why it's so goddamn hot in the East Coast because it's literally a swamp.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I was just reading that last one. He's like, jump up with my Holtby jersey on with the logo. At the bottom, he does his arm motion. Yeah, exactly. Hey, whatever works. I was just saying this when you're upstairs. It's only weird if it doesn't work. See, every real sports fan knows that. So whatever you got to do, if you got to run out in the middle of the street in like a Borat thong and dance around, then do it. You have to do what you got to do. Yeah. Whatever gives us the win. Yeah. 90 degrees and sweating. Well, I'll tell you what, 90 degrees, 100 degrees, I don't feel a whole lot of difference, especially in humid heat. I would take dry heat a million times over humidity. And I think that humidity also kills the ice too. I was hearing about this recently that, was it a Caps player? Somebody was complaining. It was either a Caps player or a Caps staff member who was complaining about the ice down in Tampa, saying that it was really humid down there and it was making the ice terrible. And somebody who worked for the Caps organization was giving interviews saying like, well, whoever said that, I mean, really can't be saying anything because our ice is terrible too, you know, because it is also humid as shit in DC, a swamp, you know, a goddamn swamp. I can't get over that. They built it on a swamp, and that's why we have mosquitoes everywhere. That's why there's bugs everywhere, and that's why life in Maryland sucks. Takes his Holtby jersey off in between plays when play stops. Take your wow, that is you go. Okay, well, okay, yeah. See, I've definitely been guilty of that too. Not so much since we've been doing these live casts because, like, I have to keep the phone away from me and actually pay attention to what I'm doing. But yeah, I have always noticed, like, throughout the regular season, whenever I'm watching, nothing happens. Regular season, baseball too. Baseball too. Whenever I'm watching it on TV, nothing happens. And then as soon as I go check Facebook or something like that, and it's a grand slam or Ovi scores another goal or something like that. Like, I mean, it's only go to the bathroom for 3 hours. What is wrong with you, sir? Your poor bladder. Don't even go to the bath. Yeah, no, I got to take care of that every once in a while. Yeah. You think we should change or keep the system? We'll get on the board. Oh yeah, and Matt, we were actually talking about that a little bit ago. We're still playing better than them on 5v5. You know, that's the biggest point that I've been making the whole time we've been talking here. And I think that we just need to keep it up and stop taking penalties. Yeah, that's the only way they're scoring on us. I think you said earlier that they have one even strength goal on us. Was it one? That was the Palat goal. Yeah. So I mean, they can't score on us when we're playing our regular game. So we have to step it up and no, not even step it up. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see that they have been a team so far that has started strong. I mean, we started strong, but then they have also started strong, and then they start to wither. It sort of seems that these are the first teams they start to wither a little bit. We do that too. We do. Yeah, we definitely have. I feel like we talk about it. It's the sandwich. We start strong, then there's that 5 minutes of shit, and then there's the ending, which is also strong. Yeah, you know. So it's a little bit of like a mixed bag that we get, and I don't know. I'm hoping that we come out nice and strong. I'm hoping we don't have 5 minutes of hell right here because we need to get on the board, or we at least need to come out and apply the pressure to where they don't have momentum. Because you know they're in the locker room right now, talking shit, getting hyped, making whatever adjustments they need to. They're feeling on top of the world right now. We're the ones that are like, okay, calm down, shake it off, go back. I mean, we're on two different sides now. We're not at this even chess match like we were at the beginning of the game. So. True. They just got to keep a level head, though. I mean, I don't think they got to do too much different. I think they just got to keep a level head. It's not like we haven't been down, I would say, in any of the games in the series. So we were down last game for a little bit of time at the end of the first, going into the second. Yeah, we were down 2-1 for a little bit. Yeah. So we finished a period losing so far, at least this series with Tampa. So it's not something is not new. So it's not like, oh my God, this is the first time we've been losing to this team. No, and don't forget we were down 0-2 in games to Columbus. True. So I mean. There's nothing to panic about. Yeah. I mean, when we're talking about it here and we're watching it live, God, it's nice, man. It just like bubbles up in your stomach and it makes you want. Oh, doesn't do that to me. Man. You just got a weak gut. No, I think it's because I've been drinking too much recently. It's just like all the acid reflux. Oh God. Anyway, what were we talking about? About the Caps not being worried about being down. Oh yeah. Sorry, the NOS, man. I'm just telling you something else. Yeah, there's nothing to be. There's just nothing to be worried about. There's not a whole lot to go in past that. Every time you look at your phone, really, the heads would be moving. It's funny.
Oh, well, whenever it buzzes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that. They seem tougher. Who? The
Tampa?
Caps or Tampa? I mean, I honestly feel like the only thing they've done so far is dominate the physical play. They definitely look like they were the more physical team in the first period.
Yeah.
So I will give them that. I'm not gonna take that away from them. But I think the Caps have a better ability to turn it on.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tampa's deep though. It's a point that's been brought up a lot throughout the series. Is that Tampa's got a really good team, and they're not going to just go away. They're not going to lay down and take it, no matter what the score is, no matter what the series score is.
Yeah.
So we can't expect them to just kind of wither away. If a team can weather the storm, it will be them. You know.
Plus, we showed a team can win a series down 0-2. I mean, we've done it. So
yeah, I don't care what the stats for the last 20 years are.
Yeah.
I was hearing them all day. Stats for the last 20 years about teams that start 2-0. You know, they're like, oh, it almost never happens. I'm like, I feel like that's always when it happens. Whenever I see a stat show up that's like, they haven't had a turnover in 5 minutes, turnover happens. The Caps always score a goal at this exact time. They won't score that time when that happens. It happens with the Redskins a lot, too. It's like, he's completed his last 12 pass. Oh, shit, incomplete. Yeah. Every time they do that, the DC team finds a way to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. So people need to stop doing it. I want to stop hearing those stats. It's so bad.
Did you hear today that, unfortunately, we are now the favorite to win the Stanley Cup?
Are we really?
At 8-5?
Oh, God, no. No. We never do well. We're the favorite. You see how many of those stupid President Trophy banners we have? 4? Yeah. I don't know how many it is at this point. I don't even want to pretend like I care. You watch all the Caps games last 3 or 4 years, didn't watch any games this season. Wow, that's dedication. Although, I can totally get it, because after you've done the thing where you fight for the whole season for them, and you go to all the games and you watch as many games as you can, you get sick of it. It's a long season. It's 82 games. It's 82 fucking games. I probably watched 40. I'll be honest, I love sports. I mean, look at us doing this show right here. Yeah. I love sports, but I only caught like 40 games. And of those 40, I probably saw like 25 to 30 of them completely from start to finish.
Yeah.
It's hard. And some of those games are at 10 o'clock, and I'm not staying up late for that.
You are a dedicated baseball fan.
Hang on, though. I do know somebody who watched all 100, like who every single season watches all 162 games. Yeah. Like, that's just his thing. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I'm actually kind of more on board with that, because